and welcome to my craft studio. I am so excited today because, as you may have seen from the title, we are launching our Kaleidoscope range, which is this gorgeous butterfly range that consists of 4 different stamps and 2 different stencils. Well, 2 stencils and a mask. So yes, we've arranged a special hop just to give you lots of inspiration on how to use this collection. So without further ado, let's get started. So here are a closer look at those stamps and stencils. If you prefer an even closer look, I have linked to them on my website down below. And also we held an entire launch party over on Facebook where you will see the stamps and stencils in great detail, along with the most amazing makes from the design team. So if you're interested in that, that will be linked below as well. And also don't forget to join along in this hop because again, lots of inspiration from the team, and you'll find their details again in the description box below. So for my page, what I am doing is I am using the big butterfly mask, and I am just putting some ink on that to create a hue. I've used picked raspberry and mustard seed to do that, the distress inks. Then I'm using the stencil part of this design, and I've taped that down with some washi tape. I've taken the Metamorphosis sentiment from the Wings of Change stamp set, and I'm just repeat stamping that within the window of the stencil design. I have sped this up a bit. I think I'm working about 4 times as fast here as real time, just to give you an idea. I'm also using a fine liner here just to add some detail, add a black edge to the butterfly design. And then by hand I'm just going to doodle in those antennae so they look a bit clearer. And of course I've repeated that process for all the butterflies. There is a black mark. I was trying to point that out to you there, but for some reason it didn't really show up on camera. But in real life it was very black and very real and bothering me. So I have taken some elements from the Wings of Change stamp set and added it to my design, purely just to cover the black mark. I also end up adding some dangle butterflies, and I'm colouring those in using some picked raspberry distress ink. I just created almost like a little palette by popping it onto my blending mat, and then I'm adding some pink splatters to the design as well. Stamping at my sentiment now. This one says, if nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies, which I think is a beautiful sentiment and perfect for a journal, but it's quite small. So I thought it would get a bit lost on this particular page. I'm working in one of my Ranger journals and it's an A4 page. So what I've done is I have matted and layered that up to give the sentiment a bit more impact. Then I'm just adding some final touches to the page by adding some butterflies, which I have coloured and fussy cut out, and these are from the Butterfly Style Stamp Collection. So please do check out what the other lovely ladies have done. If you would like to see some more inspiration from me, please do consider liking and subscribing. But in the meantime, you may enjoy watching me create this little piece of tiny art for my studio.